Okay, hello everybody. My name is Lehtovaara. I'm a PhD student from Aalto University, Finland, and today I'm presenting our paper called Takt Maturity Model from Individual Successes Toward Systemic Change in Finland. And in addition to me, we have several other authors for the paper: Heinonen, Lavikka, Ronkainen, Kujansuu, Ruohomäki, Örmä, Seppänen, and Peltokorpi. So, a little bit of a background of the study. So, within the last 5 years, dozens of successful implementations of Takt production has been utilized in Finland. And currently in Finland, Takt production has really been gaining momentum, and it has been having an increased interest amongst general contractors, trades, designers, clients, and of course amongst researchers. And during the last years, we have had several research projects related to Takt from different viewpoints. And in addition of the interest within the industry players, there have been several positive testimonials with wide media attention, and Finland's most widely read construction newspaper, Rakennuslehti, has reported these case studies and these research results quite widely in the last years. However, after these few successful implementation cases, we have realized that there is not that much of a shared understanding how to advance Takt production over these single cases. So even though we have few pioneering experts, Takt consultants and general contractors who know how to implement Takt effectively, we don't have consensus in the regional area or even in globally how this systemic implementation of Takt would or should be approached. So in that in mind, it seems that some kind of model that would describe the maturity levels or the steps of effective Takt implementation would offer a sound starting point for improving Takt production in the organizations, but also regionally. So with that in mind, our aim of the study was to conceptualize these requirements and steps to enable the systemic implementation of Takt production within the construction projects, but also within the organizations. We approached this problem with a grounded theory approach to form a maturity model that would conceptualize the steps. And by grounded theory approach, we mean that the suggestions for the model formed or emerged from the data and was clustered based on these 26 different case studies that we utilized in the Finnish regional area, all of them implementing Takt production. So in summary, with the research, we came up with the maturity model consisting of 3 different maturity levels. First level being the technical Takt planning, second being social integration and Takt control, and third being continuous improvement. I will go in more detail with these steps in the further slides. So the first step, technical Takt planning, means that, for example, the general contractor has an idea how to technically implement a Takt plan or form a Takt plan. And usually the company has some kind of external Takt consultant or a production engineer who is familiar with Takt production and is able to form the production plan based on his own experience. And to achieve the first level, 3 requirements has to be met. First, the production plan has to fit the client's requirements. Second, all the Takt parameters, Takt areas, Takt time and wagons, as well as the resourcing should be balanced. And third, the plan should result in some kind of visual representation of the plan that would enable effective visual management. This first level of Takt maturity has quite well been achieved in Finland, and as many of Finnish general contractors has quite good experience from utilizing location-based planning, this hasn't been much of an issue with most of the companies. Even though implementing these initial steps, the companies have been able to acquire shortened production duration, but on the other hand, it has resulted in quite chaotic implementation and quite chaotic production control, where the other steps or other requirements have not been utilized yet. So that comes to the second level of maturity, which is called social integration and tact control, consisting of 6 different steps. So to achieve this level of maturity, training and involvement of project participants should be ensured. The logistics and the design process should be integrated with the Takt plan. During the production, situational awareness should be ensured for the participants. The barriers of improvement should be tackled collaboratively throughout the production and in the planning phase also. And in addition, the quality control should be integrated in the Takt plan. In Finland, several pioneering companies have been able to utilize these requirements, indicating that level 2 has been partially achieved within Finnish projects. However, when the level 1 was quite easy to achieve with just involving Takt consultant or expert that is familiar with Takt planning, with level 2, you have to have more holistic approach to the production system change, meaning that you have to change much more parts in the production system involving, for example, logistics and design management process and quality management, in addition to just change the ways that you plan the project. But in projects where this have been achieved, especially projects with complex layouts, for example, hospital projects, it has resulted in the reduced duration, as with the level 1, but also in stability and transparency of the process. The third and the last level is called continuous improvement, meaning that in addition to enabling this flow and stability and transparency within the project, these benefits should also be continuously improved and pursued over project and over organizations. And this level consists of 6 different requirements. First, formulation and development of teams. So we utilize teams that are effectively working or have been demonstrated to effectively work with Takt production. We utilize contractual integration if not utilized already. And there's a systemic waste elimination over projects. We have industrialized logistics and material flow, and also standardized Takt-based work quantity libraries mean that we have the baseline from Takt plan in the new project and not start from scratch all over again in every project. In addition, the improvement should be based on KPIs and data-driven decision making, meaning that we are not basing the improvement only on interviews and some opinions, but on raw data and raw information that has been quantified. There has been few successful interventions in Finland that demonstrate the level 3 capabilities, but it has not been systematically achieved in Finland yet. For example, there has been a few master theses where we have measured the flow and waste in the project, and even though with qualitative analysis we would have seen that the project has been quite optimal, with quantitative analysis it has been demonstrated that there are vast amount of waste in the process when we are really looking into it in detailed level in the quantitative manner. So in conclusion, this proposed model aims to set a guideline for a more structured manner for improving Takt production in the future, and not to allow the improvement only for the pioneering companies that have the tacit knowledge, but also expand the knowledge in the regional level to allow the other companies to receive the benefits too. And after finding these initial benefits or technical Takt planning, a more holistic change that requires a significant amount of effort is needed from the organizations to achieve the more deeper benefits of Takt production. Even though this model is created in the environment of Finland, we suggest that this model could be also tested in other environments too, and of course should be validated in with Finland's industry players also in the future. Thank you.